Well, no, it's been a while since I've done anything like this. I know it's been like 4 months, I think, but either way, there's a reason for that because, well, nothing interesting really happened, except for maybe Cyberpunk 2077 and Anthem dying, maybe. But whatever, that's not really any of my concern. However, we all know the reason why you're here, and you want to listen to my opinions on the shit that happened on the Pokemon Direct. It was very interesting, to say the least. I was intrigued by it. I will say that. It's like the first time in a while since I was intrigued by anything. Although the last time I was intrigued by something, it was the trailers for Sword and Shield, and we all know how that turned out. But anyway, let's just talk about the first thing that probably you don't normally care about, but maybe you do. Pokemon Snap. You had like some weird doubts with this game, and like the more footage I'm seeing, the more interested I actually am in the game. I don't know if I'll like drop money to like get it on day one. Sure as hell won't pre-order it. Never pre-order anything. I understand that the game is made by Bandai Namco, the same people that made Pokken Tournament, and Pokken Tournament was pretty good. Yeah, I'll admit. But still, you don't know. You have no idea. So the game looks promising and whatever, but yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things that I have like a strange feeling in my gut that the game is going to be like a few hours long, maybe, with just barely any replay value. And yeah, that's my pessimism talking. Are you surprised? You should know me by now. I am skeptical of everything. But it's one of those things. It's like I fear that they're gonna make like a really short game. It may look pretty, and you may be able to interact with Pokemon and shit. But like having only 200 Pokemon in the game in total, according to Cerebi, does not seem like a lot to me. And I would be fucking pissed if I figured out that that game had any sort of expansion pass or DLC just to make the game the proper length that it should. After the whole expansion pass with Sword and Shield, I don't fucking trust anything anymore. After the shit in Go, Masters, all the fucking mobile shit. I actually, now that I think about it, I was actually no information on Pokemon Unite. I'm absolutely shocked. But then again, I'm pretty sure if they did, they'd probably get even a bigger backlash than the last time they pulled that shit. But yeah, bottom of the line, for Pokemon Snap, I found it to be interesting, and if I hear good things on the game with proper reviews after the game's already released, then yeah, I might try it out. It just depends on the length of the game and how it actually functions and shit. So yeah, it doesn't have to contain any of my dragons in the back. Let's be real, Dragonite's most likely not going to be in the game because he's always a last minute thought. But still, it's still interesting nonetheless. Now, the thing that you want to see or hear about, whatever. The thing that you want to hear is the Diamond and Pearl remix. People wouldn't shut the fuck up about this. Holy crap. Every single thing. There's like leaks, rumors, speculations, all this other shit is like, oh my god, people wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. But there you go, you finally got what you wanted. And it's not Let's Go games like people thought. Because that tweet when they said Let's Go Sinnoh, people... Actually, to be honest, I was kind of hoping that was the case, just so I could piss people off by saying, hey, that's a good idea. Anything's better than Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Speaking of which, it seems to me like these remakes are more one-to-one recreations, judging by how it looks. And honestly, that's literally what it is. I literally think it's just a one-to-one recreation of the original Diamond and Pearl remakes, which isn't bad. It may not be what people are looking for. I know there's probably people looking like, oh, you should add this, you should add that. You need like it needs like there's plenty of people that won't be satisfied if they just do one-to-one. And then there's people like me and a few of my other friends who love Gen 4 to pieces that would be actually satisfied with that. Except for the fact that they're most likely going to charge $60 again. It's the reason why I didn't get freaking Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, those remakes, is because it was literally a one-to-one recreation with like three new dungeons, Mega Evolutions slapped on, and then they charged like 50% more money for that. No. That's not how things work. I mean, well, yeah, in business standpoint, that's exactly how things work. But in terms of my standards, hell no. You're going to have to do a little bit better than that. However, with the Diamond and Pearl remakes, I'm perfectly fine with the one-to-one recreation, in all honesty. And now that I think about it, most likely the Walmart down the street from me always sells Nintendo Switch games at like $10 off. So yeah, I honestly would probably pay $50 for that. I'd be more than happy. Anything is better than what the bullshit that they pulled with Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I wouldn't even pay a cent for that fucking game. That is the worst $40 I've ever spent. And this is coming from someone who gambled. It looks to me like they're not going to do the same shit and make a game solely based on freaking Gigantamax and Dynamax, or solely based on Mega Evolution and to make that the entire plot. Because so help me God, that disgusts me just thinking about it. That was the only reason why that was a thing in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire is because Mega Evolution was overpopular back in Gen 6, and people just couldn't like stop fanboying over it. Yeah, I'm going there. I don't care. And they thought, okay, so yeah, all we have to do is add more megas and just boom, we're done. Then it sold well. That's the fucking problem. Is that I guess if you are a huge fanboy of that, then it's right up your alley. But if you're like me and you can't fucking stand Mega Evolution and you wish it never existed, then that entire game is just nothing but a nightmare. And it's just not fun at all. But luckily, the Diamond and Pearl remakes are not that. Hopefully. I hope they didn't exclude that in the trailer. I mean, there was not a single thing on Dynamaxing or Mega Evolution, which is perfectly fucking fine. Keep it the way it is. That's what Arc Gold and Soul Silver did. Well, those mechanics didn't exist back then, but you get what I mean. If you have something just like that, and you add a couple more things here and there, maybe add, I don't know, contests, maybe add specific special battles, like, I know triple battles didn't exist, but what about the Underground again? I'd fucking love playing that as a kid. Do that again. Add secret bases again. Just, even if, like, I don't know, just... The only problem I have is that it literally just looks like a 3D version of the Sinnoh region from the DS games, which kind of rubs me the wrong way. I was expecting a little bit more, I don't know, detail, a little bit more effort. I don't know. Just judging by the trailer alone, I'm both intrigued and not impressed at the same time. It's very weird. Yeah, I have very conflicting thoughts because this is what I want. This is also one thing that I want. But then again, I still have Pokemon Pearl and a 3DS that works perfectly fine, so... maybe they'll add more Pokemon to the game. I mean, they should. The remaining 200 and something Pokemon that didn't make Sword and Shield, they should all be in this game. Add Dragonite too, please. Because he was in the original games. So, there's no excuse. You have the models, add that bastard in there. And lastly... The thing that I have the most speculation of is that new Legends Arceus trailer, that other Sinnoh game. This really gets me intrigued. However, there's one big fucking problem with this. And I don't, like, the thing of it is do not get your hopes up. You want to know why? At the very beginning of that trailer, there's text, maybe the size of, like, 8 font in Times New Roman. It is so fucking difficult to see. But it literally says, not actual gameplay footage. You know what that means? Don't believe a damn thing of that trailer. Maybe it's a proof of concept or whatever, but any of the thing where there's, like, they shows them catching Pokemon or battling or whatever, it's staged. It is literally staged. Hey, just shut up. No, before you even write that fucking comment, listen to what I have to say. Listen. Listen to what I have to say. A perfect example of this is Anthem. Going back to that. Do you realize with Anthem, that whole big trailer at E3 was a fucking lie? I don't care if this is the Pokemon Company or not. They can still pull the same exact shit. Same how they lied to us about the national decks being fucking cut. Or the reasons why it would or whatever. Once again, we wouldn't have figured that out if the leakers didn't say anything about it first. So yeah, I don't fucking trust this company. Like, I don't. It's a good concept. That's the thing. I want to talk about the concept of it because hell, this is good. This is what Sword and Shield fucking should have been. It should have been like an open world type of game. Maybe add like different towns and shit or whatever. The entire game should have been like, maybe not action RPG. I wasn't expecting that, which is it's a fresh taste on the formula. I will admit that. I don't know if you'll be able to like do like real time battle. I mean, I fucking highly doubt they would add Pokken tournament mechanics to the fucking. That's asking for too much. But what we have here for that proof of concept trailer, that's what I'm calling it, by the way. It's not a gameplay trailer because it says not actual gameplay footage, so it's a proof of concept trailer. So get that through your head. But still, the proof of concept is good. That is something I was looking for in a Pokemon game for sure. That things like that need to happen. Because it's something new, it's something fresh, it's something, I don't know, not the same thing for the past several gens. Go to one place, do something, story happens. Go to another place, do something, story happens. Go to another place, do something, story happens. It's monotonous, it's boring, and it's irritating, much like myself repeating it. So, yeah, like, I also like the starters choices that they have too. That's very interesting. Instead of like picking specifically Sinnoh, you're picking all different kinds from different regions. That's a interesting thought. So that's an interesting way to do it. It's like random, I don't know, starters, all stars maybe, and it's not Charmander for once. The fact of it is that you're exploring like this vast open area, and you could either like catch Pokemon and you can battle random Pokemon or whatever. It like I said, it's hard to judge based on the trailer because, once again, not actual gameplay footage, so it's just going on the concept of that. But yeah, I'm very intrigued with that. I'm looking forward more towards that idea, more so than the Diamond and Pearl remakes. Once again, if this is actually true, because once again, they could be just pulling off an Anthem or hell, a Cyberpunk 2077, and just throw all this interesting ideas, and then the finished product is what we get is just basically a side game just based on the wild area again. So yeah, my thoughts on that. It's interesting, but I don't believe a damn word until I see more proof. Because very interesting. I mean, obviously they need to have something to show for the proof of concept, but like having like the battle screens and all this other shit, and like having you select moves and whatever, it's not gameplay footage. Don't believe it yet. It's an interesting idea, and I hope that I think about it. Game Freak isn't making this game, is it? Because if that is, alright, let's just pretend like that is real gameplay footage. It's not, but whatever. There's no fucking way Game Freak's making that game. Hell, I don't even think they're not even making the Diamond and Pearl remakes, are they? I think the same people that made Pokemon Home is, even, you know what, that kind of fucking scares me. I'm not gonna have to pay a premium fucking subscription just to fucking play the game properly, am I? Don't pull that shit. Did you enjoy the $60 trial? But pay premium subscription to battle the other four gyms. Okay, they're not EA's level of bad, but still. I had to just say that joke anyway. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's still very interesting. The Diamond and Pearl remakes are pretty much, even if they are 1-to-1, it's still better than Let's Go, and it's way the fuck better than Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Just anyone who's watching this, shut the fuck up. We don't need Megas in this game. If they don't exist, and so does Dynamax doesn't exist either, good! Maybe it's more faithful to the original game instead of slapping something on just to attract more fanboys. Fuck it. They already ruined the Gen 3 remakes permanently. They've ruined so many other Pokemon that had a decent backstory. And now are permanently fucking ruined in this alternate universe that means shit. Let's just say more truthful and more loyal to the original games that were pretty much flawless as they were. Don't fuck with the difficulty, no easy mode. Don't add fucking Megas in it. Literally, if you just made it a 1-to-1 recreation and you added little bits and pieces to add more replayability, that's what the fans actually want. That's what I want too. At the end of the day, though, this is a business, and you have to just take things as they are. They're gonna make the most... the decisions they make are gonna be solely based on however much money they make. That's the main reason why Pokemon Go is so fucking monetized up the ass that I can't even play it even if I want to. Fun fact, I tried going back to it again, but let's just say that Niantic pretty much told me in customer service to spend more money to have a proper experience. Then again, that's exactly how Sword and Shield was too. Spend more money to have a proper experience. There better not be a platinum expansion pass to this game, or so help me. You think Jum's angry now? You ain't seen nothing yet.